You're watching ABC4 News, celebrating 75 years.
All right, welcome back. Parenting is tough work, but luckily there are ways to make it a bit easier. We're taking a look at routines today. While people might take the idea of having a routine for granted, being intentional in that routine really could make life easier for everyone. So joining us today with all the tips is Janelle Christensen, the Executive Director of Family Haven. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Okay, let's jump right into it. What is a routine and why are they so important?
Routines, honestly, I think that term can feel intimidating to parents sometimes, but it doesn't have to be a big thing. A routine is just what you do in your family. It could be a certain thing you eat on a certain night, or when chores happen throughout the week. And it's important for kids because they really thrive on that stability, knowing what's to come, and it helps them feel safe, and it means that you're going to get better behavior from them when they have that safety and that sense of belonging to a family and know what it means to be part of that family group.
Okay, so if you were to begin routines in your home that you may not already have, tell us real quickly, how can you make routines happen and stay consistent with them? Do you have some tips for parents?
Absolutely. I think start small. Oftentimes when you think about routines, you have these grand ideas of lots of things that you want to change in your family's life. But when you look at it in bite-sized pieces, just change one thing and try to be consistent with it. And if you miss a day or you miss a week, just begin again. Kids really can see the difference when it's consistent over a long period of time, and a day here or there is not going to make or break it.
Okay, Janelle, we could continue on with routines, but also today we had those hoax calls happening throughout several schools in northern Utah. A lot of parents just terrified by the fact that these calls were even made, thinking they were real, turned out to be a hoax. But how can we help parents at home today navigate that situation? Even though it didn't turn out real, it probably felt very real.
Absolutely. I think that's honestly probably the first thing to remember, that your child and you as a parent are experiencing real emotions, even though it turned out not to be a real threat. The emotions they're feeling are real, and to validate them and to open space for conversations. Kids today are going to get information about what happened from lots of different sources, and so set yourself up as their parent as a source to be there for them, and so they know that they can come to you for those hard conversations, and you're going to be willing to answer questions honestly and with the truth so that they feel comfortable talking to you.
Oh, it's a parent's nightmare. You know,
Absolutely.
A day like today is very heavy on the heels of the other school shootings we've been reporting recently as well. So, Janelle, thank you so much for your time here today. We always appreciate the advice that you have. For all this information, where can they head for more information?
They can go to utahfamilies.org to find a family support center that's closest to them.
Okay, thank you again for your time here today. We'll send it over to you, Rich.